We'll do it live. Special guest.
Yeah.
Facundo Echocolates.
Hi, guys.
Martino.
Yeah.
Wow.
How are you doing?
I've never been able to say your full name.
Me neither. But he knows my full name. It's the only person, actually, who knows.
Really?
Yeah, I guess so.
Now everybody knows.
No one knows my family name, actually.
Oh.
People
Right.
believe that my name is Facundo E, like Facundo O-E,
Yeah.
which is not. So it's Facundo. There's no E.
No, E.
When I put
Facundo E.
Instagram,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have anything
Yeah.
else. I put Facundo E, and people believe that I'm
Facundo.
Facundo E.
Facundo.
No.
Well, you spell dough,
Doe,
D-O-E.
yeah.
Like
No,
dough.
just
a deer.
Facundo.
Facundo. And Scott. Scott's here behind the mic.
Do you
Not
know
a
his
special
second
guest.
Name? Middle name?
This episode is brought to you by Whoop. Whoop is a 24/7 health and fitness wearable that tracks your daily activity and gives detailed breakdowns of your sleep, recovery, stress, and more to help provide you with personalized insights and feedback on your health. With 140 trackable daily habits, Whoop can help show the positives and negatives of your lifestyle. Try Whoop for 1 month free and start the journey towards a healthier you. Head to join.whoop.com/mayhem to get started. When it comes to your health, some of the most important factors are the ones that you can't see in the mirror. Bloke specializes in men's health, helping you identify and fix the things that might be holding you back from optimizing your health. So regular blood testing is critical for staying proactive. Luckily for you, our friends at Blokes are here to make things easier than ever. Blokes doesn't give results with no solutions. They offer personalized solutions that fit your life, and they make the whole process simple and accessible. I get my blood labs taken at CrossFit Mayhem or in the comfort of my own home. If you're serious about taking control of your total health, not just your workouts, head over to blokes.co and take the first step. Use the code FRONINGPOD, all one word, to enjoy 50% off of all your labs.
Lyle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
What's yours?
Joseph.
From the Bible or just?
Probably.
Probably. No
Well,
clue.
my first name is Angel, obviously. Not very hard to figure out. And then, yeah. I mean, well, it's my uncle's name.
Angel.
Oh.
There's no O. Okay.
I mean, it's
okay.
derived
I was
from
like, wait a
Angel.
minute.
It's derived from Angel. And then
Oh.
Joseph is my uncle's
Yeah,
name.
that's a good name for you. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, my name is my uncle's name, which is probably from the Bible because it's from.
His name was Angel.
No, his name was Joseph.
Okay.
Is Joseph? He's
Judas.
still alive.
I'm so confused.
Who in your family was born in Italy? When was the last person in your family who was born in Italy?
My grandpa's dad. So my great grandfather.
That's the way my grandpa's dad was born in Ireland,
Yeah.
and then everybody else was born in Germany.
Oh, okay.
And when was who was the first one born in the States?
Would have been my great grandpa on my mom's side, and then my grandfather said he had never. He obviously spoken to his grandmother, but she couldn't speak English. She was
Yeah.
from Germany.
Okay.
1830s, I think, is when they came over from Germany.
1830. No, so
Yeah.
we then grand.
No, I don't know. My grandpa was. Shoot, I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, he's
know your
old.
grandpa.
He's old now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
old.
but
Yeah, he's old.
I don't remember,
okay.
but yeah.
Yeah,
200
my-
years old.
My
30.
great grandpa didn't speak any English. He
I don't
lived
speak.
here.
I don't speak any English.
He lived here, but didn't speak any English. It's kind of funny that my grandpa doesn't really know that much Italian really at all. Maybe he did when he was younger, but he doesn't know that much.
Do you know any Italian?
No.
Gorlami.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
It's a cool language, though.
It is a cool language. It's
a
very
cool-
close to Spanish, though, right?
Yeah, close. I mean, closer than
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
We went to Italy 3-4
Italy.
times.
Yep.
You and me, no? It's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, with
We-
my basic understanding of like foods and places in Spanish, I can like understand what.
You speak
places-
Spanish?
No. Like I just went. No. I actually just retained a decent amount from high school.
Okay.
Like you can read it.
I can read a menu. Like I'll say that. Like where they teach you like.
Pollo. That's about
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Just
I
know you
mean,
want chicken.
Yeah, like I can and leche and like cafe. Like I can read like very basic
Proteína.
words. Yeah, meat, right?
Yeah. Protein. Yeah. Protein is protein.
Protein.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I can pick out, like I can see the words on a menu, and that's like really the best I could do. And then I would say, yeah, I guess food probably this, but that's what matters the most. I would think, like you're
Sure.
usually that's
How
the
you
most.
survive.
I mean, that's the most conversation you're having with people.
I did that
Other than that-
Duolingo before we went to Italy, and it didn't help whatsoever.
Yeah, my mom tried that. It didn't
But
help.
in France, you learn. You did French too. You did
I
the
didn't
one
do
you-
French.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? What do you want to know?
It's game week.
What?
Competition week.
Yeah.
Competition
So,
week.
by the way,
Competition week.
whoever did those reels with you guys,
Scott.
Which
Scott
ones?
Nelson.
they're
I
great.
mean, I did the
Oh,
reels,
the
but-
broadcast
Oh,
ones?
the broadcast reels.
Yes, those ones. Sorry.
that was derivative of my idea, and then these
Yeah.
guys made it happen.
It was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
It was one shot, or you had to do?
No,
20
it was one shot.
Pretty much
Really?
one,
It was we just kind of just sat there and
Just did a
talked,
couple different ideas,
and then
just
then
whatever
Austin kind of
worked.
magicked it together.
Yeah, we just rolled 2 cameras and they just did stuff and then we just turned it
then
into a reel.
put it pieces
and then
together.
we were like, oh, we should add that, and we would add that.
Yeah. Every time we thought something would be funny, we would just add it.
Yeah.
So, what's your level of stress for the weekend?
Super low right now.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
because
really
I'm
care.
not really sure what I'm doing yet.
You're
commentating.
broadcasting.
I know that. No, I know that.
But I wish we could just bring this setup and put it as our background and sit in chairs and just
Yeah.
talk trash the whole time.
Well, you'll be sitting in chairs
I know.
without a backdrop.
These
So-
chairs?
No.
Damn it. I think we should make it way more comfortable.
So what is this out, I'm guessing, like the timing of everything, like when we start and when we finish, or no? That's like the schedule.
Yeah, it's out.
So it's like starts like
The first day is I think 3 to
10 or
8
11.
or 2:50 to
3 to- oh, yeah,
7:50
yeah,
or whatever, and then it's 12 to 5
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
much on Sunday.
okay. What are we gonna do on Saturday? I don't know if this is a secret or not. When's this gonna come out?
Wednesday.
Yeah, so tomorrow.
Today's what
This isn't a secret.
the Kill Taylor thing.
Yeah, that's
they
not a
already
secret.
talked about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. When are we doing
Um,
that? Saturday?
Well, and it's whatever. I mean,
When do they get in?
Taylor is gonna be here Friday.
Okay.
So he said he could do it Friday or Saturday.
Okay. I need to figure
He
out.
doesn't really have any idea of what
I need to
he
decide
wants
if
to
I'm
do.
doing the Masters qualifier.
Oh, you
No
haven't
squatting,
decided
by
yet?
the way,
There's no squatting, so
No
I might
squatting.
as well, you know. Like,
unless you have to squat during Isabel,
thinking
which
about doing
a lot
like
will.
2 of them Thursday, maybe 2 to 3 on Friday. So maybe we cap it off with a Kill Taylor at the end. What if we do
Which
like
one would be cool to do Kill Taylor with?
none of them? They're not good partner workouts.
Do they need?
No, not that.
I think
guess.
me and you, like, is JR coming Friday?
Yeah.
So the idea is that
no, he
oh.
won't be here till Saturday.
Okay, we do it Saturday then. Saturday
We could do it. Oh, that was gonna ask. We were
should
gonna
do
busy
like
Saturday morning.
Like one partner's doing 5 pegboards while the other one's doing X amount of GHD. So we have to figure out the timing in like 3 or 4 rounds, just destroy the core, and like. that'd
Do
be a
they
good
need
one.
Souza here for Kill Taylor because he's only coming Saturday, I think.
No, they don't need him.
Okay.
We can figure it out. We'll make it work.
So
He's
if you
gonna-
kill Taylor, if you beat Taylor, you get $1,000.
No.
Nah, we're just doing
I
it.
think- I
special
think-
guests.
Yeah, I don't think. We don't know. We're just playing with the idea.
Or we
of
could do
just
that one that me and
whatever.
Austin did when he was here. That was
The pegboard bench, handstand
Yeah.
walk thing.
If
Yeah.
it actually involves Rich, it should have pegboard and
Yeah.
handstand walk.
well, but it's got Angelo.
Yeah, no handstand walking.
We want to do it as a partner thing.
Oh, okay.
Something that they did. Yeah, they did. So they ended up doing 46 legless in 7 minutes.
I saw
we could beat
yesterday.
you.
JR did 26 of them.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and then Alec and Ben, I think, were the best. Second,
What were they?
They got 44.
I think we could get 50 in 7 minutes. I think.
I would like to see, not for this, but at a competition at some point, I would like to see the workout you and Ben did a long time ago here. 1 mile run, 30 pegboard, 1 mile run.
We told
Oh.
Taylor he should do that one
Yeah.
for his Kill Taylor, and he's
Yeah.
like, well, one, I can't even beat Rich, so you can't do a workout that somebody's already beaten me at. I don't know. We'll do something. If he wants to do his freaking Kill Taylor, we can just do a regular workout, and he can do his little show on the side. I don't know.
Yeah, we
we'll
can figure something
out.
We'll make it fun. But I think pegboard GHD needs to be,
Pegboard
if we're going
GHD
to do a
would be cool.
partner thing, or if we're going to do a relay, it needs to be like pegboard, heavy dub, and
Oh, you could go like we
GHD.
could go like heavy dub, GHD, switch, and then max pegboards and minute running time, like a 3-3-3-4 or something.
dude, that would suck.
That would be horrible.
Almost like the Wadapalooza workout with the pig flip,
Yeah,
but with 2
but with
people
pegboard.
and pegboard.
Yeah, we could do that. Just waterfall. You have to alternate who starts each time, like
Mhm.
4 rounds of it. 20 GHD,
2, 2, 2,
50,
3.
50, 25, 50 heavy, 25 GHD, and then I start pegboard. And the
And
next
then I-
round, you would start the pegboard.
We'll write it down.
That could
We'll
be
write it out.
cool.
That would be nasty.
Since our last podcast, we announced event 1 and event 3. So now event 1,
event
2,
3 is out?
and 3. Well, when
we
this
haven't said when they're. What we
we
what was
haven't.
3?
So
Yeah, I need to know.
So
I don't know the numbers.
From when we're recording, it's going to come out in like an hour, but it's going to be
okay. The thruster leg?
Thruster legless.
Okay, I was like, oh no.
Yeah. The thruster legless workout.
Right. Yep.
But with a twist.
With a twist.
Actually, so this is the first time Facundo's hearing it, so we can get his live reaction.
Nice. So
You don't know this.
I was so upset. I'll tell you something. I went to New York together, and I took him to the
this
best
was back in. I can get it. So this was back in December.
So I said I'm going to take them to a great brunch place. We went to the Meatpacking District, to the Standard, great hotel, and said, out of nothing, no, I already have the workouts. I said, great. Can you share with notes? No. So, yeah, come on, bro.
No, you're coaching
wait. In front of everybody. If it had been alone, me with him, I would have taken, but it was a lot of people there. No, I'm not giving you anything. Yeah, come on. No, bro, I cannot give you. He's going to leak and so on. I promise you, you don't trust me. I do trust you, but I do trust him. Well, talking about leaking, by the way. But, so I don't know. I do know 2 workouts.
You know 2 workouts because we've programmed them across events.
Yeah. Well, one is already out.
Yeah, one is already out.
Oh, man. Yeah, was very out.
Because
it was leaked by
yeah.
It was
leaked by somebody else.
Not us.
No.
But we have
not really.
Okay.
You've been kind of the liaison with a lot of the events that we're programming. Friends Throwdown, you were part of. Wadland. Renegade, which we're working on. We got to work on today. Yeah. Which Angelo brought up a good point.
Which is
we kind of need to exclude you because
depends.
Well,
if he is,
what? Bro, I don't have anybody.
Yeah, and if you don't have any, if he doesn't.
If he doesn't have any athletes. Oh, okay, I thought he had an athlete there.
No. That's what I just wanted to ask.
Right.
So it's a great. It's. Well, you should go. 9 events
and so back up from that. There's 9 events, and I was like, 9 events is way too many. But you were saying there's not much to do where there's at, so they want to keep everybody.
Exactly, but it's because it's great. So it's a place kind of a bit far away from Johannesburg, a little bit, in a great hotel close to a reserve, apparently. So the people that go there, they want to do something.
Is it 4 days or 3 days?
It's a Thursday evening, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Still hard. But it's a little more manageable than 3 days. 3 days would be a freaking beat down.
No, 4 days, and the first one maybe Thursday evening is kind of maybe a benchmark workout or something like people can relate easily.
Have we announced when event 3 will happen? Mountain Ops has combined my 2 biggest passions, fitness and the outdoors, as well as sourcing quality ingredients. Mountain Ops Supplements has helped me get the most out of my training sessions in and out of the gym. If you want to start taking your results seriously, I've put together a bundle of Mountain Ops products. New and returning customers save 20% on their purchase when you visit mountainops.com and use the code Froning. That's MTNOPS.com, code FRONING. Recover faster, breathe easier, and increase your endurance with Airwave's scientifically proven performance mouthpiece. If high-intensity or interval-style training is your sport, try their patented endurance mouthpiece. I opted for the Mayhem 2-pack with 1 of each. For podcast listeners only, save 15% of your purchase at airwave.com/Froning. That's airwave.com/Froning. When it comes to training flooring, durability is the most important factor. With Regapol's established 65-year history, the decision for our studio flooring was simple. Made from recycled tires, Regapol floors are indestructible, durable, and easy to install, and has less smell than other rubber flooring products on the market. To purchase, go to roguefitness.com and search Regupol. That's spelled REGUPOL. Get strong, grow durable, and unlock your potential on Regapol rubber flooring.
No.
Okay.
So it's the third
It's the third event.
announced event.
Third announced event.
I actually don't know the order, so it's.
Yeah, you will once.
I don't really.
Did we tell Facundo the workout yet? Have we said what
it
it
is?
Sorry. It's 27, 21, 15, 9.
Okay.
Dumbbell thrusters with 55s.
Okay.
And 40s.
40s, so a little bit different than 50s.
Okay.
With 5, 4, 3, 2 legless for men and 4, 3, 2, 1 legless for the girls.
So good.
Okay.
Workout's so good.
Well, I think that, one of the things that people ask us very often, why is Mayhem doing so many programs? I mean, throughout the world, why is in Europe we're doing the Wadland, which is in Malaga, we're doing the French, we're doing part of
simple.
Copa Azul and
we
so
just
on.
want to make sure the workouts are good.
Oh, I was just saying because everyone trusts us. Because people trust our programming and our, not just our programming, but also like our commitment to keeping it a solid test and like a well-rounded test, but also like keeping it in a tight-knit group.
Yeah.
I think so too. But also, I think that if I'm a director of a competition and, there's no standards, I can choose whatever. I'm an athlete. I will go to a competition with, I don't know who's programming.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, well,
I don't trust it.
I don't trust it. It's clapping push-ups.
Yeah.
Who knows? And so
There's some amount of normalcy to knowing who's
We might have some
programming.
athletes that don't trust our programming.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
People that have dropped out.
Yeah. Who knows?
also, the athletes that are coming. Who dropped out lately?
I'm not going to say. We're not going to talk about it.
Angelo.
But you actually don't know.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
he
know.
knows.
I just don't dare to say. That's the way.
Yeah. Hey, don't bait me into this.
No,
They'll cut me off.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Cut me
I'll
off.
say it. I mean,
Don't give them.
just
Don't give them the.
Hey, can I have
okay. We don't say
can
the
I have
names.
that coffee?
We don't say the names. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you upset about it?
I'm not upset. It's on them. Like it's trying to, give people a way to make some money, further their brand. I mean, once everything comes out, you're going to be like, oh, wow, that wasn't like, it's not a beat down of an event. It's only 2 days. Like
Very
early in the season.
friendly
super,
competition.
like,
Well, I heard someone say that being this early in the season
Yeah, I heard that too.
I think I saw it was a comment somewhere, said that being so early in the season is a detriment. I was like,
no,
really?
you get it out of the way.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't
anyone
know.
thinks like
Yeah.
that.
But
Unless
they-
you're afraid that you're not in good enough shape yet.
If they do, though, here's the thing: we were given a range to host a competition,
yeah.
and this is the one we picked. And if you really think that you're going to do well at the CrossFit Games, it would be advantageous to qualify
to
right
get
now.
it out of the way. So
Yeah,
then you're
for
training
sure.
for the games. Maybe take a couple weeks, just chill out a little bit.
Like, imagine you've qualified for the games on April 7th when you wake up, and all these other athletes for 2 more months have to peak for a competition
Yep.
that maybe qualify,
and the programming may.
and you've got a 16-week
we are
prep or
doing
whatever
10
it
of the
is.
other-
I know, but the
Just
programming may. Well, but we're not programming the games also, so
We're
we could be
programming
programming stuff that
Excuse me?
we could be programming stuff that, I mean, obviously it's going to probably correlate fine, but we could be programming a few things you need to focus on that at the games. They could probably be looking at our program and say, well, we're not going to do that, or that, because we don't want
feel
to,
like
we
that's
don't want to,
gonna
yeah, we
happen,
want to be
but-
pigeonholed. What?
I don't feel like that's going to happen.
No.
It's going to be hard to like look at all these different events and then program for the games, and I mean, if you look at just even the
Yeah.
Masters qualifiers that just came out, a lot of the movements are the same from the Open, which workouts I like, because guess what?
Because there's no score.
Old lefty doesn't have to
Yeah.
get below parallel.
Not even a one?
Not even. Well,
Not a
unless
forced.
215
Not a forced.
Isabel,
Okay.
which
Which you're going to, I mean, you'd probably squat half of them.
I'd probably do like 10 or 12 power and then try to go squat.
Did you see our post on the Syncos yesterday? We were like, if it wasn't for pistols, this was perfect programming or
Oh,
something like that.
perfect.
Yeah. Gosh,
Can
man.
you do
I
a
wish
pistol?
some days I'm like, oh yeah, my right knee, I can drop it like it's hot. My left or my right knee, I can drop it like it's hot. My left knee is like, nah, dude, we're done. You'd have to stand there in front of it and catch my patella as it shoots off from all the pressure on the inside of my knee from all the fluid in here.
My biggest gripe, which is really just with the age group qualifiers, it probably isn't even that valid, but what is up with the dumbbell? Did you see the workout?
Yeah,
It's
why
like
are we dumbbelling?
you're burping over the dumbbell,
and it's not even part of the workout.
not even part of the workout. Like,
Yeah, I didn't like that
When-
one either.
when that workout you could have split up in any fashion, whatever.
Put an overhead squat in there.
Yeah, or like there
honestly,
was a
or any type of squat in there, and it'd be
Yes.
a great work. Honestly, you put a squat in there, and the test is, I think, a pretty good overall test.
Pretty
I like
good,
all
yeah.
of it,
like yeah, you do 30. Yeah, you could do a dumbbell overhead squat. I mean, I know that's
or
kind of
you
hard.
could
Just do a barbell overhead squat, like
barbell overhead
burpee,
squat.
toes to bar, burpee. Sorry,
You could do the burpee over the bar.
toes to bar.
You could
over the
go
bar.
because it's handstand walk.
Yeah.
You go handstand walk. You go
The handstand walk is pointless.
Yeah, it's 30
90
feet.
90 feet total.
90 feet total. Oh wow.
Opposed to everything else, it's
Throw an
pointless.
overhead squat in there, throw a burpee in there. You keep the burpee in there, and then take out one of the the pull up. Take out
They
the pull up,
could've-
take out the toe to bar. But I like the toe to bar in there.
It
but
could have been a cool 2-part where it was like overhead squat, toes to bar, into like burpee over the bar, handstand walk, some
something just.
version of like a
Yeah.
2-part.
I am glad they're handstand walking though, because it's been left out the last
Yeah,
couple
I mean
years.
they
so
are. You can if
It's
you
not
want to call
much.
it
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
it's What, 90 feet? That's it?
Yeah, 90 feet.
Oh, wow.
90 feet.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
not-
in that
it's not
workout
the
too,
s-
that's like
And it's not the same to the burpee. It's not the same to the
no,
pull-up. Like
30
it's,
burpees.
yeah, it's almost
to
like the
90 footings.
lunge in the first workout of the
Yeah.
open. It's like, oh, check the box.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't
The
dove into them.
the clean bar muscle up is a really good workout.
I like that workout.
It's a really good workout. Like singles.
I thought it
heavy
was clean and jerk,
Oh man,
which
that'd
would
be
have been
tough.
real good.
Yeah. No, that's a good workout. The bar muscle up to me seems pointless. I mean,
It'll
it
start
should
to
be,
add up there towards the end, I feel like.
No, not pointless. It's in the fact of they just test a bar muscle up in the open. Like I know we already said that it's kind of
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
that they tested a pretty fatigued bar muscle up.
Yeah,
a
but I
burpee
like,
over
I don't know,
dumbbell.
I'm fine
Ring
with it.
muscle up
'Cause you're
clean
gonna
and
get-
jerk would be better.
I mean,
probably. Ring
yeah.
muscle up and heavy and 185 clean jerk. It would slow it down a ton.
Slow it down a ton. I think, the intensity of the clean, you're going to get, some of the top ones are going to get more than 50 bar muscle ups probably.
Oh no, it's hard.
So I
It
don't
is
think
really
it's-
hard.
It's not
But
easy.
I guess I just need to see I need to see the whole thing in
That's
its entirety.
the first one. The second one, the row shoulder overhead, I feel like it's just pretty row dominant.
Yeah. And
but
why
you
are the
do-
girls' calories before the men's when they wrote it? 60, 75.
Ladies first, man. And
Probably the
then-
same reason WFP put the metric system that was adapted to the imperial system before it, even though they
Yeah.
clearly used the imperial system when they made the workout. Sorry, I
So-
digress.
I got issues with their workouts too.
Then the next one, I don't remember the order.
The next one is the 3-round
the 3
handstand
rounds.
walk.
30
toes to
handstand
bar,
walk, 30
burpee,
pull up, 30
pull up.
burpee, 30 toes to bar. So it's just a gymnastics workout. All gymnastics, actually.
Yeah.
I don't love that. Thinking about it. And then the next one is the overhead walking lunge,
Yes.
the 50 dumbbell snatch, and 50 box jump overs.
Yes.
And then the last one is heavy Isabel at 215.
Why
Why
make it
215? Why not 205?
It really should be 205 or 135, I think.
Yeah. But
If you really want to change it and not change it, I'd say. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Because 205, I would think, I mean, maybe
It
not.
still sucks. 205.
205 would
Even
be
when
really
we did,
hard.
you didn't do that. When me and Sam did those 10s back and forth for
Yeah.
Train with Rich, 205, you're like about 10 in, you don't want to do it
No,
anymore.
that's hard.
So it's going to suck.
That's plenty. That'd be plenty heavy. I think it's appropriate. It would be an appropriate scale.
For us older.
Yeah, for you
aged,
older
For
gentlemen.
our seasoned joints.
Do you think
And by seasoned, I mean like powder in there.
dry rub?
Dry rub. Yeah, they're dry rub for sure. They're definitely not.
That's Texas barbecue in there.
Yeah, for sure. They're not marinated in anything.
Desert rub.
Do you think that our heavy Isabel will be heavily impacted by the first event? Those feed sack squats and the running?
Oh, yeah. I mean, for these guys and girls, probably not that as much. They're, if it was me, yes. But for them, probably not. I really hope it doesn't rain. We have a contingency plan of using the runners, which I hate.
Well, that's more of like if it thunderstorms.
Yeah, thunderstorms. We can still go in the rain. The good news about that event is we could still go in the rain if we have to. There's nothing
really dangerous.
Nothing dangerous. No grip. No nothing.
Actually, we didn't even think about that when we programmed it. but
No,
that's a
I
good
did
idea.
see. I think on Saturday they've dropped the rain chance.
Last night it was gone, and then today it's back to
70?
like it's like 40%, but it's only at like 6 p.m.
Okay.
So I
Well,
think basically Josh is deciding by Wednesday if he's going to hold runners back, and
Yep.
then we'll make a game day decision on the run.
we are all going to decide on Wednesday if the runners.
Well, no, it's just if they're being held back,
I know.
and then everyone decides Saturday. But I think that's a good point to make, because when we were programming, Angelo was adamant about, which
Running
I agree,
outs-
but running outside.
He was adamant that we had to run, and he was adamant that we had to run outside.
So talk about that, Angelo.
Well, I mean, it's no secret that, and even Rich talked about it in his 333 video, that like running at the games outdoors is always a big part of it. You can always pick
How many events? I want to say
usually three.
3
Three events have
decent
has
amount
a
of
decent amount of running, and then if they're outdoors like North Park or on the soccer stadium, like you are going to run in your transitions. Maybe not run, but you are going to travel distance in between transitions, between stuff. Like there's just, I mean, you can just name off tons and tons of events where you're going to run some.
The games have an element of moving your body through space.
Yes. Yep.
That is
Yeah.
like not calculated into your in the gym fitness.
No, exactly. You can't, it's hard to quantify until you get to the games. But anyways, I think that's one of the more important pieces to test before the games, because the emphasis on it,
the
emphasis of it
games.
at the games. I mean, everyone knows my pillars things that have to be tested at the games for you to say that you are the fittest person on earth. You need to run, swim, bike, some amount of weightlifting, and some amount of gymnastics.
Angelo's pillars.
I mean, you just can't hold the argument up against other people who are really fit. You can't, because if I can complete a triathlon and with a 225 snatch at the beginning and a 275 clean and jerk at the end, or sorry, let's say
just throw a 225 clean and jerk at each transition.
Yeah, and then finish with 10 ring muscle ups or 5 legless rope climbs. You beat every triathlete there. The CrossFit Games athlete beats every single triathlete there. So those are my 5 pillars. Everyone knows that.
Or just throw a 315 deadlift at each.
One 315 deadlift.
That changes.
And one strict ring muscle up. One strict ring muscle up.
Even some high box jumps.
Yeah. Something athletic.
I couldn't high
like
box jump after I ran all
That's
that.
why. That's why you
My
put that,
knee
and
would
then it's
just
like,
be trash.
Yeah, but no, I am pretty adamant about running outside. Running in general is important. So like if we can't run outside, I like that we are running, and I like that we're starting with a run. Historically, the games, we kind of built it around how they normally program their stuff, because that's what we're testing for. We're testing to get people to the games. Start with a long workout, go into a heavy lift like that. Transition and it being a shorter time domain, that transition from that event to the second event is pretty important. I think probably to you as well.
Yep.
About the heavy Isabel already is a good test of barbell fitness, not just barbell strength on its own.
As well.
Yeah.
Both.
Not only strength, but also your fitness with a heavier barbell.
Battery, I believe. Barbell battery, I believe, is the
that was the buzzword,
the hot term right now.
And then it being after the running event is
when did we start
as
doing?
Important.
I know people are like, "Oh, OPT's been talking about that for years." It's just I don't know.
They're just putting words that sound good to the things you do inherently.
Yeah.
I am excited for the feed sack because I don't think a lot of athletes before this throw that in training as much.
Right.
And I think it's a unique piece. Yeah.
It is a unique implement. They used really only at Rogue until now.
They ran with it too, right? Is that what they did?
They've ran with it. And they've ran with it with different weights. I don't know if they ever really used this heavy of one. Maybe they did for a short period in 22 or 23. They did a short run.
The Invitational they ran.
Yeah, the Invitational
or something like that with it.
Yeah,
with
was
100
it?
pounds or something. I think it was they did a 5K. It was mile without, mile with, mile without, or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe
they did run with it. I don't remember what it was.
I just loved watching, the athletes. What did we put out? I don't think we put out anything, and people were running with feed sacks and
yeah. So I talked to Dom about that, and he said
it's been funny. I didn't mean to cut Scott off, but I will for a second. Watching everybody as soon as we put out. Oh, that's what it was. We put out that picture of all the workouts, and just that place descend into madness.
Yes.
Yeah.
People just freaking out. I wish we could have had
They're horrible at guessing too.
They're horrible at guessing. Olivia had. Dom's wife, Olivia, she thought all 5 workouts or 5 of the workouts figured out, or 6 workouts figured out.
She sent me 3 sets of 6 different workouts.
And she was like, this is it. I know this is all 6 of them. I know this. This is it. And she only had Isabel right.
Yeah.
Which was great.
She sent me her 3rd group of 6 workouts, or it was 6, 7, then 6 again. And I saw her the next day. She goes, never replied to my text. While I was driving, I said, well, yeah, if you guess 6 workouts at a time every single day, you're going to probably get a few right. There's only 40 on there.
Yeah, so that was
so one of them is pack in, pack out. So people started running with feed sacks.
Yep.
They did all kind of crazy stuff.
Even before that, they were using feed sacks in the back before that, just because Dom pays attention.
Well, he said he knows. That's
what
what I was gonna say. He said he knows that you like the feed sack,
so there's a
just
chance.
in training. So there was a chance it would come up. But he's like, I don't know if they're gonna run, squat, lunge, whatever. But he's like, he'll probably use that.
Well, then Josh was like, hey, the athletes are asking if they know if. We'll tell them the run course. And I was like, hell no, don't tell them the run. Yeah, the other day they wanted to know.
Roman, so everyone was asking me the run course.
Kidding
and
me?
I was like, guys, I said, let me see what the PDF they sent you. And they said, I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't know any of the standards. I just know the workouts,
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, I don't know the run course. And then Roman's like, hey, for the burpee box get overs, are we getting over a soft box or are we getting over like jerk blocks? And I was like, Roman, I don't know the standards.
I can't tell you.
Well, I didn't even say I can't tell you. I just straight up told him I don't know them.
Yeah, I can't tell you that.
He said,
I don't even think really any of that matters, but I'm still not going to
No, it doesn't.
give up information.
Josh says, athletes are asking for details on the run course. I haven't given them any info. Do you want them to know the exact course? I said, no. They don't need to know.
Yeah, I don't even know the course. I think.
I do.
Do you? I can't remember it. Maybe I do know it, but
It's
I can't
fairly
Wait,
obvious
is it
from
perfect?
Yeah, it's
the
obvious.
PDF.
You leave from the gym.
Can't tell you. It might be an offsite event. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's
Maybe it's
Maybe
on-
one of the offsite events.
Maybe it's here at the trail. We did clean off the trail last week. Who knows?
Which trail did you clean?
in the
I'm telling
barn.
So which is
Not
the
telling
trail.
Yeah, I
So
said
I have a question for you.
800-ish.
It's nothing to do back to it. Why for you? I mean, why is it always a run event, the first one at any competition?
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily. I'll wait.
Ah,
I don't think it necessarily has to always be a running event.
It happens that it is.
It does happen. It does happen a lot.
the row was no, I guess it wasn't.
I can tell you why it
Probably.
should be.
Yeah, I mean, they probably want the endurance event first because it taxes the body the most. And I know this. I know you're meaning more just the like running. I know it taxes the body the most because it's the longest duration, and it's probably the probably the safest time to test it because that's when everyone has the most, is the freshest and has had the most fuel probably. Like it's the least likely for, you have tons of athletes just to cramp and fall out and not
But
and
you
not
can
be able
say
to complete
that-
it.
It's also like think about from a show standpoint.
Yeah, it's
Do
when
you
you're going
want
to get the best
like the
results.
most people? Well, no, I'm saying like literally people watching it, right? Like the most
Exactly, yeah.
people show up
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You don't want to have people doing a 2-hour workout.
Oh, yeah.
like-
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I
like
see that. Like
you
on
have to-
Thursday.
you have to
when-
test for it, but you can get it out of the way when all these people. That was like in 2022. I couldn't believe that they did that swim event Saturday morning. I'm like, okay, so the first time
yeah.
all these people are here to watch, you're going to take them off site to a place no one can even
That
watch
is
the event.
crazy. I didn't think about that.
No one ever thinks about that stuff.
As an athlete, I really did like, and I'm sure he probably agrees, like that in 2019 when they swam on Sunday, like that's cool because that's like
usually everybody's ready for the first event for it to be a swim.
yeah,
and
it's
fresh and whatever.
But you have
Exactly,
all
yeah.
the people there to watch, and then you take them somewhere no one can
yeah.
watch.
No, that's true. I didn't think about that part of it. So yeah, they can go off site during the week. Probably cheaper, honestly, to go off site during the week.
Well, the hard part too is like there's a balance between it being a good, valid test,
And just beating them up.
and being a show. You know?
Yes.
So like there's different things that you got to think about. Like at some point, and this is something that you look at, and I've talked to Bill Henniger before about at Rogue. He's like, we're not trying to find the fittest. We're trying to put on a good show, which
Yeah.
is awesome, But at the games, you're trying to find the fittest. So
And
there's
then
a
put on a
balance
good show,
between
yeah.
it always being an endurance test first, or always being a run. So you got to make sure that you want to kind of get rid of tendencies that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So it is hard, I guess people are always, here's the deal, is people are always going to be critical about what you do when they're Monday morning quarterbacking it. But I can guarantee, like, oh, that's lazy, you're doing a repeat. That's lazy doing this or whatever. I can guarantee, like we sit there and we mulled over the workouts for hours, right? And we went back and forth, and we even like, all right, hey, should we take one out? Should we put one in? Are we missing something? And what we came up with the classic was what we were trying to do, have a show,
Condensed schedule.
condense a schedule, test for, sending probably the best person to the games with what we've got in the space, all these, like there's so much that goes into it. This is the test we've got.
We can to like piggyback on that. That's kind of how the dumbbells came in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because it fits in terms of like it literally fits the space in the amount of like people we wanted in a heat, that sort of thing. But also it's like a good twist. It's a unique twist,
Yep.
and
Oh,
it's the
a
same
great
movement.
twist.
Yeah.
We did, this is totally unrelated. It just so happened to be similar. Sam and I did 9, 15, 21 dumbbell thruster with 50s. 1, 2, 3 legless rope climbs, a part of a longer workout. And just doing that, obviously the ascending rep scheme is hard in itself, but like those reps on the rope climbs that we are going to do, the 5, 4, 3, 2, is just so perfect because the guy who can do the rope climbs fast is probably not the same guy who's going to go unbroken on the dumbbells and be fine. Like, I think everyone probably can do the dumbbells unbroken the entire time, but I think the person who's going to be the fastest on the rope climbs is not the same person who's going to be able to pick up the dumbbells quickly and do that set unbroken.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a good balance within
It's
the
a really
workout.
good balance, I believe, because of the weight and because of the rep scheme.
The one thing we need, the rig is probably 14-ish or whatever, so that's why we went up a little bit in the reps as well versus the 4, 3, 2, 1. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be it's gonna be great.
Is there any workout that you are sad that you had to leave out of the competition? You were like, oof, want to squeeze in and you couldn't because of whichever reason.
Selfishly, I don't want to give any. Yeah, we can't.
Because we might do them. We might end up doing them.
Well, no, it's not that. I don't want to like take a piece out that people have been thinking about.
I would say more.
It's one that the athletes I've noticed have been testing. It's unique to our space. It's unique and something we do often.
Yes.
And it's just a really fun workout.
That one is good.
But,
and
well, I can tell you offline.
There's one.
I don't want to remove it because there's people that have been like, you know,
it's written there. It's
in there, and it's
I guess
it's
I
a
know.
fun workout.
I think one thing we could say,
everyone knows what we're talking about.
At least me personally, more a concept than a workout. So like when this doesn't give anything away because event 1 takes this off the table, but doing some sort of like
333,
really long trail run into like a mountain bike into a whatever
triathlon,
like something like that would be
off-road triathlon.
Would be really
I would
cool.
love to at the games see an off-road triathlon just to expose
event 1
some
off-road
people.
triathlon.
Off-road triathlon.
I think
a sprint one.
And
like
I think
nothing crazy like 1,000 swim.
It's still an hour and a half, right?
2
2 hours.
Bike and like 3K run.
Yeah,
it would be perfect and it would be awesome.
Yeah,
you did that one with us. It was awesome.
It was good. That bike was really long.
That was 20-mile bike.
Yeah,
but it was an awesome trail.
It was
a fun trail.
Alabama.
I was just so new to mountain biking. It wasn't that great.
I was so new to endurance sports. I cramped up. Like
Knoxville
crazy.
or Alabama?
Knoxville's a great one, but Alabama one that we did that was like all the way around that lake. That was a fun trail.
Yeah. If I was a little bit better on a mountain bike, I would have more fun, but it was still fun.
Back to the classic. Is there any? Yeah, well, you guys know I've been waiting for like New York is like 5 months now.
Yeah.
Is there any crazy movement or something that?
Can't tell you.
Yeah.
Not the movement.
There will be no crossover double unders.
Okay, well, you see, there's something there.
No pistols.
There will be no pistols.
That everybody knew.
There you go. Those are only 2 things that we can.
If you've been training pistols, coming to the classic.
If you've been training
Mayhem,
if you've been crossover double undering, you don't know me.
Hey, the good news about us putting out that graphic last week was a lot of these athletes got good exposure to like actual good programming for the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people that actually been doing those workouts.
Oh yeah,
that's
fun.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone got exposure to some good programming.
They just got a Mayhem program for free.
Yeah, Mayhem programming for free.
I need to go back on the Mayhem Hunt track because Ben swears that we did a version of this feet sack workout on there, which I'm sure we did.
It's one of the a version of it is one of the.
It's a scaled up version of our benchmarks.
Yeah, it's a run, burpee, box jump over, and air squat.
Yeah,
it's like 800 or 500. Is it 500, 25, 50 or something like that, or I can't remember.
Well, 5 rounds, 450, 20, 40, 20, whatever. It's something like that.
Yeah,
air squat.
Maybe
but
40,
it is
40 or 40, 20.
But we've done. I think we did I'm pretty sure we did 3 rounds of an 800. This is before we even talked about this workout. Maybe it was part of where I don't know who came up with it, but maybe it's part of where I stemmed it from. I think it was 3 rounds of an 800, some burpees and some kind of.
The first iteration of this workout, we wanted 800, 40, 20 because it looks
better.
The numbers look better, but we switched the burpee box get overs
squats,
so that way the speed squat will tell the story of the workout and what round people are on. So
that'll be
not
good.
optimal, but it's still good.
It's really good. It's so hard. That workout's really hard. The second and third 800 are gonna be just so bad.
Third one.
The third 800 is gonna be so bad.
And then the burpee box get overs. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good. It's such a good
Guess what?
workout.
We get to just watch and talk about it.
I know.
Yeah, it's very fun to hear from here that you guys know the workouts. I'm like, it's going to be so fun, but nobody knows the workouts. So.
Scott knows them. 3 of us know them here.
Yeah.
Well,
the majority know them in here.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of not knowing, what's the latest rumor mill of CrossFit HQ.
That's what you invited me.
I mean,
I thought you were like,
you've
"Hey,
you've got the rumors.
Don't get
you know?
nervous.
Facundo is
I'm cool
Facundo
as a
is the
cucumber,
rumor
bro.
mill.
I don't care.
Um,
We'll be all right no matter what. What are the rumors? What is the current What have you heard, Angela? Which podcast? What's Sousa's
Everything I've heard is from you guys or from Scott reading Reddit. I'm serious.
Reddit? And
Reddit?
Did you not watch Sousa?
I haven't.
Didn't Sousa come out with a podcast talking about?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I watched actually a clip of that with Scott.
We watched the initial one. This was back months ago.
This is a while ago.
what
or
was
a month or two
it
ago?
about?
Yeah.
2 months ago.
2 months ago, just when
I watched
there
it in
was
his
some
office.
rumors.
He had connected the dots on LinkedIn, basically.
Yeah, LinkedIn,
LinkedIn.
and then
Yeah.
this was
No
before.
way.
LinkedIn.
No way.
This was before the actual post
Yes.
from CrossFit.
Like he had
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Down
information.
Paul,
Like
yeah.
Scott was
from
like,
Berkshire
Yeah.
saying it was for
holy shit, he
sale.
knows everything.
I mean, Sousa's clever.
Sousa's clever.
Sousa's clever.
Yeah.
It's a clever man.
Well, but here's the deal: is you got all this talk just behind the scenes, right? And so
I know.
it's hard to decipher what's real, what's not, what's rumor. I mean, they've what we know, the facts that we know are that CrossFit or Berkshire has said CrossFit is on the market.
Yes, that we all know.
That we all know. They are currently taking offers. I've also heard that there's an offer on the table. The rumor that I've heard, we've met.
We made the rumor.
We met the
We
rumor.
made the rumor. Yeah.
Not a ton of information at that point. That was back months ago. You know,
I mean, it's complicated. I mean,
very complicated.
I think that the post from CrossFit, it takes a lot of responsibility to find the perfect candidate, you know, that understands the community and is the best.
Is a part of the community.
Yeah.
A part, not apart from the community.
And understands it.
Yeah, and
You know,
understands.
there are many people who are part and don't understand anything about it.
And I would combine a part into one word. There's a lot of those that have
Yeah.
or currently in it. They are not a part of. They are apart from.
Yeah. I mean, I think that what I know, at least, but yet again, they're mostly rumors because nobody
know.
knows. I mean, at least me or you, I
Yeah.
guess. Maybe you know more than me. I mean, you're better connected than me, so you might know more than me.
Hard part is you don't know what's true and what's false. You
It's
know,
true.
there's you'll hear one thing and then the next minute you hear something completely different. So
I've only heard one thing.
I think the big thing is whoever buys it needs to at first be okay with not making a ton of money. Here's the deal: is whoever buys it, any business. You want to make money. You have to make money to survive. So that is okay. But right now it is so fractured and broken. There's going to need to be some time and effort put into the foundation and figuring out that, someone being part of the community and knowing what the community needs and some time is optimal.
I mean, it's a long-term plan. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to buy CrossFit and be clever about it, I think that the biggest fear is that CrossFit falls into hands of people that are
just wanting to make
just for
money
the financial
immediately and
interest.
turn it again.
right. It happened now. It didn't go great.
No,
You know,
I'm
being gentle. I'm being gentle.
The politically correct term is it's not going great.
It didn't go great. And I mean, we are fine at Mayhem. We are
Good to go.
we are good to go. But we do know a lot of people in the community who are not in the same
They're
situation.
not. Yeah.
So
Well, and I've said this from the beginning. I've said it multiple times. Mayhem, I feel like we can reach people, change people's lives. We're using the methodology. Obviously it's evolved. I hate the fact that people are like, well, they're not even doing CrossFit anymore. It's evolved from 2010, when it was really kind of hit mainstream. 2001, the website started. 2007, the game started. But it's evolved, and that's okay. And we're going to change lives, but I feel like under the name Mayhem, there's only certain people. We're going to turn off certain people. It is what it is. We're super vocal about our faith. There's things that we're unapologetic about, and we can only reach so many people. But under that name CrossFit, and I don't know why, I don't know why there's this unreciprocated loyalty to that name. But I feel like we can reach so many more people under that one banner And I think it's a rallying point for all of us. You know, there are different, and I was talking to somebody about this who has no idea about CrossFit. It reminds me a lot of the church. We all have one goal, and for us, that's to tell as many people as we can about Jesus. And so CrossFit, we want to further people's lives through fitness, nutrition.
It is very similar.
And we have all these denominations and sects and whatever. Sects, not sects. And
only 2 of those.
And we can further the banner under that one name of CrossFit. And so, man, there's just such that attachment to it, and want it to be better, and want it to reach more people and show people how awesome CrossFit is. You know, like there's so much, even people get turned off by CrossFit. I'm like, here's the deal. It's like all we've done is take all the things that are good about fitness, running, biking, rowing, swimming, Olympic lifting, powerlifting, body weight movements, and combined them into one. So there shouldn't be all this infighting and whatever. There's different, interpretations, I guess, technically of it. But we shouldn't be battling everybody all the time. We should just, hey, this thing's pretty awesome. Let's show people and show people how awesome it is.
Yeah, well, we were in Berlin. I remember you said in that keynote that we did.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to talk, but you took the whole way.
Yeah,
so
sorry. I got a little.
You're becoming a good politician. Actually.
Yeah, that trip made me realize I'm no longer an athlete. No, my value is I'm not an athlete anymore. I'm just a politician.
Because you spent too much time with me.
Too much time with you.
No. But you said something that actually I thought about it the same day, and when I came back home. Remember those days when Angela was still very young, and that you used to say to people, "Hey, this is CrossFit. You need to try. Come on." And you were like trying to make people know how great it is, because that didn't change. The methodology is still great, and the capacity to have an effect on people's lives is still there. Mm-hmm. I think that going back to this topic, there were also very bad politics to it. Yeah, that changed what it should be, something rather simple, as you say.
Yep.
No, but next to all the sport elements, there's a community, which is something that is very specific on CrossFit. So I don't think that very often this notion has been respected or at least acknowledged.
Right.
If you don't respect the affiliates, the people that are made
holding it up,
working now.
Yep.
There's no future. And back to it, yes, hopefully we find someone who has a long-term vision, understand that, yes, money will not come maybe in 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years maybe.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, because what we have is so great, it
can further
pay
itself
off
for sure.
Very well. And so I think that's the moment where we are. Look, that's what I want to know. I hope we do know the person who has shown interest in buying CrossFit, and personally, I have to say that I find myself very close to the vision this person have, because it's pretty much that. It's very much someone who comes from the community, who had his good share of great experiences with it, and now wants to invest back
into the community. Yeah, I mean, all the things that I've heard sound incredible. Sounds like it's the right move. Sounds like that's the path we should go. Funny story, and my wife is she's very critical. She's very good at reading. Yeah, she's very good at reading people. Pretty good gut on most people. She's like, "See, I told you so." A lot of the times, and just talking to her with Malik, it was.
His name is Malik.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And I'm like,
unnamed till now.
Well, and Hillary, I've said it multiple times. Everybody starts down here and you work your way up. For me, everybody starts here and you slowly either stay where you're at or you chip away. And we got after dinner and a couple different meetings and just different talks. I was like, "What do you think?" And she's like, I can't poke a hole. Like he seems genuine. What did she say? Contagious happiness. Just seems like a positive, happy guy. Passionate about the community. You can go a long way with me if after we met, we were heading over to one of the seminars we were doing, and I was like, "Hey, come work out." And he came and worked out, and they were part of the group. And man, it was Angelo,
son of
6 years old. Gosh. And so
just spilled coffee on himself.
Yeah, it said a lot and went a lot.
I mean, look, I think that's where we are. We are waiting for, I'm guessing he's also waiting.
Yeah.
But I for what I understand, I hope that, that this comes to be the case.
Yeah, I think if somebody who's not part of the community and somebody who's disconnected from the community gets a hold of it, I think that's the death knell.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it. I think if it's
Again.
I think it's
Yeah.
the if it's
I think it's a turning point now. I think that people has been, dealing with a lot of issues for a long time now.
Yeah.
And the fact that this, as I said before, this narrative now that some people, put in our environment, this is good, this is bad, and make people very confused about many, many things. I think that I feel now a level of stress that is unrivaled till
it's hard to say, but whoever the owner is will be Mayhem's future being an affiliate of CrossFit will hinge on who it is.
Who?
I mean, if it's a nameless, faceless
group
again, I don't know if we as Mayhem will continue to be a CrossFit affiliate.
That's some title there. Huh?
Yeah,
that's a big title there.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know, but I think at this point, like it has to be fixed.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's a turning point. I mean, people are now, I want to stay here.
Who knows?
I want to find something else for me.
Mayhem Project. What is it?
Project Fitness Mayhem?
Project Fitness
No.
Mayhem presented by High Rocks.
I don't know.
Is that it? No.
No,
No, it's not that because Project Mayhem.
Project
does sound
Mayhem
cool. No,
Fitness.
it's like Mayhem Project Fitness
I don't know.
by High Rocks.
Do you think, I said kind of this, I think, on our last podcast, but do you think that this, and I think it is, but this sale to me seems like the kind of a turning point, as in like the final opportunity for CrossFit as a widespread brand to stay alive. And what I mean is, like, if they do go the Berkshire type route again, I think they cannot survive 5 more years.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's for us too. Like it's at that point, it's like I can't attach our health and well-being to something so what's the word I'm looking for? Volatile. Yeah. Volatile, unsure. And so I think at that point we have to like drive a stake in the ground and be like, all right, we'll become, whatever we can become within the community and supply support for affiliates. We kind of talked about on the last podcast, or education on, hey, this is why we do what we do based on the methodology that we've been given, and kind of not reformed, but have evolved. And so I think at that point, become, I don't know. But I think, it'd be stupid to put our livelihood here and all your guys' livelihood on something that has been so rocky, and if they do it again.
Hey, this is a different subject. How does Ben send those stickers of like those wieners?
Oh my gosh.
You guys know what I'm talking about. How does he do that?
I don't know.
I don't know which one specifically you're talking about.
And what do you mean?
I think you just
The one
copy
with
and paste into stickers and then add it.
The
to
one
your
with the
stickers.
face, it's an emoji.
It's an emoji with a wiener.
Yeah, so it's
I know how to do it.
yeah, I can
He's
show you
done
how.
it.
I can show you how.
Okay, because I'm trying to send one. This is funny. Hopper just sent me he's sending me a video right now. Hopper just sent me a text. Said, "Are we posting WODs today or what? Let's get on with it." And I just sent him an eggplant and a splash emoji.
I love how anxious everyone is for them.
So I sent him a WOD, just not the one he wanted.
It's actually,
What's the schedule on
Hang on, I
announcing
gotta-
events? Can we give that? We can give that, right?
so we are announcing one. Well,
Today.
today's Tuesday. Podcast goes out Wednesday. So that event, the thruster one, is out. And then Thursday, we're announcing another one. The rest will be announced during the competition.
Ooh, nice. Are you going to
Um,
announce it there? Like,
I think
Yeah, kind of. We had a broadcast
So
call.
back up. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
So, well,
Today?
Isabel got leaked by TFX, so we put that out.
Yep.
Way too early. Thank you. And then
Scott's still.
we announced, because I had a whole hype plan. They ruined it. And we announced event 1 last Thursday.
Okay.
And then we announced event 3.
Yesterday, which is technically today.
Yep. And then tomorrow, which is technically Thursday,
Okay.
we're announcing event 4. And then everything else is announced during the competition.
And we're not announcing when all of this stuff will take place.
No.
Okay.
I've got a good hopper story. So Jen was,
Fishing for videos.
no. Oh yeah. Fishing for videos. And so she sent out, she wanted everyone's prediction for events so that they could send them back and be like, I think,
this.
which funny enough, the women were really good at predicting that first event. And he said, dude, I have no clue how I'm supposed to know these. Give me some clues or something. And she said no clues. And he said, I don't know who I'm talking to, but just tell me what they are, bro. It's so good.
So what's also funny is I think in there, didn't she send the picture or he looked up the picture?
He looked at the picture.
And so he was like, all the workouts are in here. And they were like, yes.
Yeah.
Which one of them we actually screwed up.
Yeah.
And so Rory kind of freaked out and was like,
Yeah.
well, we technically were lying to him and blah, blah, blah. And it was just this weird.
Yeah.
And you were in there basically
I'm like, dude, it's
why would we
fine.
give another camp's athlete?
From an outside perspective, like, how are you going to get mad at us for cheating for a athlete?
Yeah,
for
one of the workouts in the we should have proofread that
Little more
sticker
we
thing.
should have told Dre the workouts.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
But
Dre still didn't know the workouts.
He
when
still
made that
doesn't know the
graphic.
workouts. He still doesn't know them.
Oh, that's good.
He's like, I want to make graphics for them. I'm like, okay, cool.
We should just tell him.
I know.
Yeah.
We've been very dedicated to secrecy.
We have.
Yes.
We have. And we've still had some flub ups. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so one of the workouts that's in there is the workout.
But it's not the workout.
He combined two,
couple
I think.
workouts,
I think he
yeah.
got one stuck from below.
Yeah, I don't know
on
how
the
that
note.
happened.
That didn't happen because
It's
it's
a
not
crazy workout.
It's awful. But it's also awesome.
But I think
Yeah,
it is so funny how everyone's freaking out about the
graphic.
Yeah. Well, no, not the graphic, the like when they're getting released, because I'm just trying to use the workouts to drive hype for the competition.
Yeah.
So we're trying to have like Mayhem takeover almost for, a whole week before our competition.
Oh, yeah. It's going really well.
And then we're putting out your story times, which like don't even correlate to the workouts necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the Isabel one did, because we had to put it out. But so people are like, oh, this is probably
Someone
a workout.
got mad and said I was bragging about that 305 snatch. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't usually brag about much, but I was pretty
proud of myself
proud
for that
of
one.
myself
Can I
on that. Like, I will
can I
give
have that
myself-
one?
Yeah, like when people are like, oh, fittest man on earth, I'm like, guys, I just won the CrossFit Games a couple times. Let's careful with some of the lingo. 305 snatch at that point in nanos, I'm gonna brag about that
Yeah.
one. That one, and in a clutch moment, like whoever your name was, I think it was like Angela or something. You can kiss my ass. Like that one, I'm pretty excited.
I like
think it
that
was
one,
Angela,
yeah, I
but
like
I was
that
just
one.
like, she's like, he's being a tool bag and bragging, and I was kind of like, yeah, I will. I'll own that one.
Brag a little bit.
There was a
Did I
guy.
earn this?
There was a guy that was furious on the. I'm trying to find it on the Train with Rich video.
Oh yeah, that you guys.
Because-
I've told you guys how many times
So-
I don't like the fact that you put 10 times CrossFit Games champion.
Yes.
And this guy and I actually commented, and my comment
I
got
love
removed.
that.
Did you
I
guys
didn't.
remove my
No,
comment?
I didn't remove your
So
comment.
there's a guy who doesn't want you to write 10 times.
They write 10
So we
time
put-
champion.
we
And so
put-
basically he's saying I'm feeding my ego.
So we
which
put
anybody
10.
who- what?
We put 10x CrossFit Games champion because it's so.
On
it would
the
take up
tag
so much
underneath
space.
my name in the videos.
It would take
Yeah.
up so much space on a graphic that's on the screen for 5 seconds to say 4-time CrossFit Games individual champion, 6 times CrossFit Games team champion. Who cares? 10 times,
Some
whatever.
people care. There's
I
some
know-
people that care.
I know, but so this guy thinks that you're driving it somehow.
He thinks I'm
And-
the one commenting from the CrossFit Mayhem account.
And,
And I'm the one that's.
Yeah.
I've actually
You're the
told
one who's
Ben. I
putting
said, please stop doing that.
and
Just
I
put,
refuse to stop doing it.
And Scott,
And I said
But
4
what do you
plus
want to put,
6
4
equals
times?
10.
just put owner of CrossFit Mayhem or train with Rich host. I don't care.
I said 4 plus 6 equals 10. It's a much cleaner title. This guy said, ha 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 ha. Cleaner title is what you're using to justify it. Ha 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 ha. He's delusional. He's crazy. And I said, it's crazy when you own your own channel. You can just do what you want on it. And he said that that it's crazy that a successful, fully grown adult athlete needs to do this for validation. I'm like, first of all, Rich doesn't even like have
I
anything to do
commented
with
on
the
there.
video.
It's been taken down twice, but basically I was just like, thanks for helping our algorithm with all
Yeah.
your comments.
I thought Ben kept doing it because you didn't like it.
I think partly, and then because other people don't like it either.
Yeah.
Well, I just do it because it is way easier to put on there.
Yeah.
And it's
That's good.
factually accurate.
Yeah, it is factually accurate. He has 10 gold medals.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a fact.
I mean, I remember when you used to put the hunting pictures and you have the same effect on people.
Oh, people
Oh,
get
yeah.
people just
You know?
get angry. There's just a lot of people angry on the internet.
Yeah.
You know,
I think they're bored and they're angry. Instead of being bored and being happy, they're bored and getting angry because they go to,
Yeah.
you just look for
yeah.
to create this.
Um,
I
kind
just
of
love that people
controversy.
think their comments on the internet are going to change people's minds.
Oh, I know
too.
it.
That's my favorite. I'm like, yeah. Oh, you know what? Reading this one comment doesn't make us want to double down on what
Yeah.
we were already doing.
this may come as a surprise to you, but I have pretty bad road rage. This
Say it
is-
isn't so.
This is gonna.
That's
this,
great. When are you driving a truck?
this
You
is
driving the fire
gonna-
truck
yeah.
yet?
This is gonna. Oh yeah. This is gonna all make sense in a second. I was leaving Publix the other day. Madison was in the car with me. Publix? Yeah, we were leaving Publix the other day, and I may have pulled out in front of this lady a little bit. She was just going too fast on Walnut. She was going too fast on Walnut, and I pulled out, and I went. I was turning left, and she was coming, and she got a little close to me. It really wasn't that bad, but she like threw her hands up, and I was like ready to rip her head off. This has to do with the comments. Like, I was like, I'm going to turn around. She was driving a minivan. I'm like, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to chase down. I'm going to pit maneuver her car. I'm going to run her into a ditch. And I didn't say all this, but I'm thinking it. Madison can see I'm mad. And I'm like freaking out. And she always gets me bad. She goes, is that really necessary? Do you need to get that mad about something like that? She's like, she may just be having a bad day. And I go, yeah, well, whatever. She shouldn't act like that. She goes, well, aren't we supposed to be Christians? We're supposed to be like, we're supposed to kind of be above the world, or whatever. She always gets me good. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I hear you. And later that night, I go home and there's a video on YouTube, and it's this guy talking about like people who have road rage. He's like, your issues aren't big enough. If you get that mad in traffic,
Yeah,
your
I
issues are not that big. So like about people commenting stuff, like your issues aren't that big. So yeah, that was God putting that in my algorithm, saying, hey, your issues, you got bigger issues than getting mad at somebody in traffic. So I was like, gosh. And of course, Madison is always like, makes me feel like a freaking.
As soon as somebody honks at just anything, like I might be staring at the light, and usually in Cookeville it's fine, but in like other cities, like we were in Miami one time,
As soon as it changes.
light changed, honk. And so I just sat there. Tasia and them were in the car, and this guy honked again. So I put it in reverse and acted like I was going to back into him, and they started freaking. Oh, man.
Wait, guys. Here it's calm. You go to Europe, in Italy.
Oh, I know.
In Italy,
Yeah.
it's still red.
I still
and they
wanna-
start honking you. Say, bro, what do you want me to? Wait, I love Italy, by the way, because I love Italy. It's my favorite place in the world. But you know, and the streets are like
narrow.
and
They're
you just
cobblestone.
can't even go fast because you're scared, and they're
Yeah.
honking you down faster.
I want to fight
I-
somebody as soon as I hear a honk. It
Yeah.
like, you know that initial like just
It kinda scares you a
adrenaline
little
dump,
bit,
but
and
you're
then
like
you're like, now you're
angry.
angry.
I remember in Argentina when I was still living there was una cucaracha, the honking of
La
ta- ta- ta-
cucaracha,
ta- ta- ta-
la
ta- it was not a honk, but it was kind of the song, and it gets you very, very stressed. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy driving here.
Yeah.
People drive
It's not
super,
bad.
super
Until
well here.
you stop for a bus and get smashed.
It was a school bus, by the way. And by the way, this morning when I left home, your home, my home, I saw the same bus. And I was like driving at 10 miles an
Stay
hour.
back.
It was you would have honk. It was like 55 cars behind me. And I was like, like.
And yesterday talking about me driving the truck, I was on a little bit of a narrow road, and there we were going to a call, and we're always taught to you cut your half out of the middle. So like I am on the yellow line. Like I have the yellow line. So like if they need to pull over and stop, fine. Like I'm not going to run this $1.2 million truck off the road because I didn't want to clap mirrors with somebody. Anyways, this guy swerved around me and laid on the horn, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I got bigger issues. It's traffic. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. And Seth, my officer, he goes, welcome. And I'm like, yeah, okay, there we go. He just looks at me, he's like, I'm like, oh, awesome.
I remember several times running emergency with like Bo Power and him just laying on the horn or like, you know, just people being, man,
I mean, I will lay on the horn. Yeah, for that, for sure.
I mean, I get it at times when you're like, oh, where's that siren coming from? And you're like looking around and then you get like, and then you get stuck in an area. But I'm also very like, very cautious around because I've been there and seen it. You know?
You're like, dude, it's so stressful. When you're in that truck and like, you're like looking who's going to pull out in front of me. Cause like every move you make, it's like your fault. So if I hit somebody, it's 100% my fault. So like I had to pass people on the right yesterday, which I hate to do, and they tell you not to ever do. I had to do it, and so I passed one on the right, and a dump truck like starts to go to the right, and I'm like, you know, you're just like head on a swivel the whole time. You're driving like this really heavy freaking truck, way too fast, you know, tight narrow roads. It's just it is stressful, but yeah, it's I'll get on to some people then for sure. That's different. Lives are on the line.
What else we got?
So, nothing for the Classic anymore? No single workout leaked?
Nope.
No.
Me and Angelo have a pretty good list for the Renegade Games going.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Well, I have well, we need to work on that still.
We programmed almost identical workouts. I didn't know it.
Really?
Yes.
Nice. That's cool. It's almost like we're together a lot.
There's one workout I like was scrolling through and I thought it was mine. I just scrolled to the side. You know, you can see who typed it. You typed it, and I was like, I thought I typed that. And I scrolled down a little bit more, and there's mine.
Okay, so just a question: what would you think will make your programming for competitions even better than what it is now? What is missing, if something? Oh yeah.
Maybe somebody with a different opinion.
Well, perfect world, having any venue you wanted, not worrying about timeline, all that type of thing would be awesome. I feel like we do it by committee. So I think there, you know, like even when I have a bias of certain things, he has a bias of certain things. And then even like we've brought Scott into the kind of our trio when we've done these because Scott can then think of it from a media perspective or telling the story perspective. So I feel like, I mean, it's never going to be perfect.
The only minor issue is that a lot of our biases are similar.
Yeah.
But not, I wouldn't call
mine
it an
and
issue.
yours,
Yeah, ours, you and me.
Scott will like, he'll...
I'll try to poke holes in it.
But we're not, but I don't think any of our programming really is biased. We bias towards good CrossFit.
I would say our bias is 100% is CrossFit, and then our bias is not having a bias in one workout, which I feel like at times...
Yeah.
If you're looking at overall test,
if
you're looking at an overall test,
You're talking no bottleneck.
Well, no bottleneck. I like to keep intensity high. I like to have a little bit of a separator in every type of workout, and then we try not to. Granted, an endurance test, but like, you know, if we were to do well, exactly. Yeah. We try not to skew one specific workout,
one full workout towards one
certain athlete, which would be tough. You know, like tough. We do need to have a take triathlon for perspective. Be great to have that, but then of course you have one athlete that's skewed towards one way. As long as the overall test has somewhere in there an offset is good. I just personally like to have
the offset
within the workout,
the whole workout,
which is a bias. You know, like and if we were to program the CrossFit Games, it'd be way different. We're also just programming, you know, like when you kind of the world is your oyster and you have all these different things you can do. You know, because we've talked about, like, I had an endurance test for the Classic that had no running. I was like, let's try it and see. And they were like, no, we need running. And so I wanted to die on that.
Angela and I went up in arms over
you guys
that.
were up in arms. But even within that endurance test, we had a good balance of lighter person, you know, like whatever. But and we actually, I think we've reused one of those workouts for another event. So
well, I took those from.
No, you didn't take. Not this
one. No, the ones you didn't use.
No,
that Lisa sent me.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're talking about something different, right?
We're talking about MFC.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's talking about that, or we're talking about that?
We're talking about that. He's talking about another one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So without saying the name, do you think you know who is going to win the Classic?
No clue.
It's really an open door kind of.
I mean, I got to go with Hatfield and Haley.
Yeah, there's
just because Hatfield's probably the most well-rounded right now within our stable. Roman right there with him, knowing the workouts. I mean, Hopper's fit.
Yeah.
Sprague. Yeah, I mean, so all right, my bad. And then
Mertens coming, huh?
Yeah.
There's a problem.
And then there's some goods on the ladies. I mean,
Emily Rolfe,
people that have dropped out though, we're going to be in that. So I think the
girls a little more open now. Not that those girls were both shoo-ins to take the spots, but like they were like in the top within the.
I think Danielle had a much better chance than Brooke Wells. Well, because I knew about the legless workout.
You knew the programming.
Doesn't she
Danielle's
struggle?
not that good at legless.
I thought Brooke.
There's
Brooke struggles way
There's a
more.
softball coming up for Danielle that she.
I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
I always thought Brooke had trouble with upper
More
body
trouble
pulling.
than Danielle.
Hey, is it posted
Yes.
now? I guess technically.
Which one? No.
No. Oh,
Wait,
no,
the thruster.
That
Thruster
workout.
legless is
That's
posted.
the workout I meant. It got posted, right?
Thruster legless.
Yeah.
What I was
Uh,
gonna say about our
it's 10 o'clock.
programming is
No. It'll get posted soon. I have to post it. I'm sitting here, so.
JR says this, maybe not just one time, but like I agree with this a lot, that he likes, when he programs a workout, he likes to program it to where not just one thing matters. And that doesn't really mean that like two movements, it's like if you have a couple, it doesn't have to be like, okay, I spend 30 seconds here, so I got to spend 30 seconds here, 30 seconds here, 30 seconds here. It's like, this could be the workout, but this movement over here has to matter.
Yeah.
So like you don't need to, like, it could be, let's say, squat, snatch, parallel handstand, push up. I don't know. You like the squat snatch is like, if it's 275 and you do one parallel handstand push up, like they don't matter.
I mean, you didn't invite me to the classic programming, but we did do the French together.
Yes.
The three of us. And that, I think was great because each of
good.
us brought something very unique.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true that you guys program very similarly.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was cool. So
It is similar. I think are the risks him and I are willing to take, and like I feel like the risks you and I are willing to take would be similar versus the risks that he's willing to take. Like it would be like, I guess I don't want to give that away. It doesn't really give anything away, but like you and I would do different movements than he would be willing to do for sure.
yeah, I think that we are more venturing to
Yeah.
new trends or maybe
Yeah.
new movements.
Or old trends that people have forgotten
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
I feel
that
like
too,
even
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Um,
Which is
Facundo
more
is for
classic for them.
sure.
Yeah, he is, but like his would be more of like rep schemes or
Numbers.
loadings and certain things like that he would skew towards that that maybe like you would look at and be like, oh dude, no one can do that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like he might program something like that, and you and I would skew more towards like the risk we would take would be like
And volume. You know that every time that somebody asks us to program, the first thing I say is like, because many competitions will put so many workouts on athletes that they say, well, 5 workouts of 5 minutes each.
yeah.
It's not going to happen. We're just never going to do.
No.
I remember a competition, big competition in Europe program like a couple of years ago. 6 workouts total time. Working time was 29 minutes
Oh my god.
for the whole weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. So.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a lot of things, great things for the upcoming months. No?
Great things. Went to TPC Sawgrass this weekend. Tim Tebow Foundation, man, that's an incredible organization. You know, Tim, you see the videos and people are like, oh, that's not real, whatever. You know, like he's super passionate, man. That guy's, he's a dude. Great people, great organization, doing some incredible things. You know, they're doing a lot with anti-human trafficking, which is huge. Oh, man, just watching, you know, they had some survivors up there. They had just some, like, dialogue with some of these dirtbags on the internet, on, like, the dark web, trying to, like, they put some of, like, the messages up there that, like, they found on the dark web of people trying to solicit and
Like human trafficking?
gosh, man, it the rage inside your body.
Oh yeah.
I can't even explain, you know, like how.
Have you seen that movie, The Gym?
I can't watch it, man. Having
What's it
kids,
called?
and I know it's out there, and I want to, like, obviously we're doing the Atlas
Sound of
Free
Freedom.
event
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah, I know which one,
weekend.
no.
It'll come out, Atlas
ridiculous.
Free, so if you want to support them, they're a huge anti-human trafficking organization. We're doing that workout, so if you can do it, please do it. Donate to Mayhem Mission, and all that money goes to Atlas Free, but man, I want to
Makes you
figure
want
out
to
a way
become
to.
a vigilante.
It makes me
Like you want to be Batman.
like
You just want to
having
kill
kids.
people.
Wait till you have kids. It makes it even like
Yeah. Oh,
it's
I'm
already
sure.
it's already a terrible whatever. But you just what they're doing, what Atlas Free's doing, what the Tim Tebow Foundation's doing, incredible. We're gonna try to figure out a way to partner up on a kind of a third or fourth quarter event with them this upcoming year. They're doing, you know, anti-human trafficking surgeries for, you know, kind of third world countries. For a lot of these kids is incredible. They have the Night to Shine for people that have disabilities, which is incredible. They help people with disabilities get adopted. Kids with disabilities get adopted. Man, they're doing incredible things, and it was fun to be a part of. I'm really bad at golf still. Turns out if you only play once a year, you don't get any better. But I was useful to the team this year. Actually, had a couple shots. I did put one in the water on 17, of course.
I assumed you didn't win.
We did not win. We did not win.
Just saying.
But it was a scramble, partner scramble, or
Yeah.
five-person scramble.
Oh, you had 5 people. That's good.
We have 4 people, and then for some reason they think I'm a celebrity, so I get attached to one of the groups of 4. So if you want to play at TPC Sawgrass next year and you have a lot of money and want to put a team in for Tim's organization, you do an incredible thing. So it was cool. I mean, some of the actual real celebrities there were like Chip and Joanna Gaines, which Hillary was beside herself. I got to meet Chip, which was he's a funny dude, just like he is on the show. Like there's all these ESPN anchors, and then like Tim Brown, Heisman Trophy winner from Notre Dame, Reggie Bush. Had an interaction with Reggie Bush that I was like, hey man, I actually hated you from the Bush Push. I liked you again on the Lions. I'm glad you got your Heisman back, and well done on the Wendy's commercials. They played that up, and then like Gary Sheffield, got to meet him. Man, it's a cool organization, but you're also like, man, these guys are actually like real celebrities and done things. I'm only a 4-time individual CrossFit game champion and 6-time team champion.
Champ, bro. The same thing.
So it's awesome. So yeah, Atlas free workout. There's the numbers are all in there. It's a little bit different. We changed it up from last year. 1,038 meter row. All the numbers are online. 78 double unders, 60 toes to bar, 78 double unders, 30 lateral burpee box skid overs, 78 double unders, 63 push-ups, 78 double unders.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll be doing that Saturday morning at the Classic,
gosh.
Angelo. So you'll be there.
Are you aware of our CrossFit Games giveaway?
No.
Okay. So, so basically from now until next Wednesday, so like 1 week.
Okay.
If people are sign up for Mayhem Athlete, they are eligible to be part of this giveaway. So we're giving away 2 tickets to the CrossFit Games to Mayhem Athlete subscribers. So that's basically a full games experience. You
Full
drop
games
in.
experience.
Can they use my discount code and still get that, or what?
Yeah.
Or mine.
They drop in.
Hey, this is my
Whichever
show.
one.
Come on.
They can
Don't be
drop,
taking my.
I don't have one
steal my
anymore, I
thunder.
think.
No.
Because nobody registered with my name. Yeah, well, maybe we do some stuff and we make the community come to the games.
Yeah, come
You
to
know?
the games. Albany.
I have another question. Scott, people
got
can
paid.
watch the stream from the broadcast? From,
Yep,
from
broadcast
what,
Mayhem.
on our
When
YouTube.
does it start? Can we say that? Because you're
yeah.
so secretive,
Yeah.
you know?
No,
Not
it's-
secretive. Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, we'll
Radio,
have
so-
the links to the broadcast should be live soon.
Cool.
I'm waiting Andre for thumbnails.
Thanks for Heart and Soil for sponsoring that. Thanks
Yeah.
to Rogue for the equipment. Frog Grips. Who else?
And Northern
Evolve.
Spirit.
Northern Spirit.
Northern
Northern
Spirit.
Spirit, the official sponsor of apparel for the Mayhem Classic, as well as our European distribution for Mayhem apparel.
Worldwide now.
Worldwide.
Worldwide,
Oh,
yeah. It's not just
wide,
European.
wide,
Worldwide.
wide.
But you know what?
And Vivo came
funny,
in.
funny.
clutch.
You know that I've heard, this is not confirmed, because today's Tuesday. Maybe by the time this comes out, it is confirmed. This person we've been mentioned about might be coming to the Classic.
Might be
That's
coming
what
to
I
Classic.
hear.
Yep.
So maybe you can ask
Angelo
him.
can get to meet him.
Yeah.
Tell us how
And-
you really feel.
I'll screw it up.
Yes, for sure.
All right. That's it. See you this weekend. Peace.